for you tonight between the San Diego Padres and the Chicago Cubs. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. John Lester is on the mound for game 2. What's your take on him, Dan?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
So striding forward now, Fernando Tatis Jr. And we are set for baseball here this evening. Here comes the first pitch. This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. With that, the inning opens with the Padres getting their leadoff man on base.
Hey, guys, loud contact right out of the gate. I like where this is headed. Let's hope that this is the start of just a monster offensive output by both sides.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they come in on the heels of a victory last time out, but they've been in a bad stretch recently, losing 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, the first game of any series is super important. You have a chance to set the tone, whether it's 3-game set or a 4-game set. You take the first one, you put that other team on their heels.
Tatis gets his lead at first, nobody out. 2 balls and no strikes to the Padres center fielder. Lester has worked his way through more than 2,500 innings in his career, and in that time he's compiled a whip under 1.3. Translation, he's better than league average in that category.
He's going.
He's running. That's a strike to throw down. He is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely.
Well, I think he's making it pretty obvious why he's batting leadoff, isn't he? Works his way on base to start the game, and then does even better by swiping second to put himself into scoring position. He's trying to make an impact from the get-go in this one.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. 3-1.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around them and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
The 3-1 coming from Lester, fouled off. A runner at second, nobody out. Swing and a liner. And that's through into left, a base hit. The throw to the plate. But the throw is well up the line, and he scores easily. And he's in at second base with a first-inning double.
Look at him fight to stay inside that baseball and push it in a 5.5 hole. That's the Tony Gwynn spot.
Ready now, Manny Machado. And the Padres trying to make this first inning even better here. Set and the pitch. He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1. A 1-0 delivery. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. No one out with a runner at second. Yanked on the ground down the line, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
You know, you got to take your time and feel Joe McDonald out behind the dish a little bit. He has a tendency to move his zone around, usually settling in those middle innings.
You know, all you ask for an umpire is to be consistent. At times, Joe Mack.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
They had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
Here's Brian Dozier now. And he comes into this one having hit safely in his last 5 games. Now the first pitch here from Lester. In there, strike 1.
Tough situation early out on the mound, but if he can limit the damage right here, might build some confidence and get him rolling.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Now an off-speed pitch gets the outside. It's a called strike. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch. And for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Standing in now, Francisco Mejia. Standing in from the right side as he takes strike 1. And they're runners at the corners now. Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Big pitch coming up right here. He'd love for a ground ball or a strikeout.
It's a 2-2 count to the Padres catcher. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
To the plate now, Tommy Pham. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 3 homers and 5 driven in. Pham connects and sends it to deep left field. And this is down for extra bases, and with 2 out, this might get them both home.
The pitcher's jumped out of the frying pan and into the fire here. A second run scores, and now he's got 2 men in scoring position, and his danger of letting this thing get completely away from him. We'll see if he can put out the fire here or if the inferno rages on.
Eric Hosmer to the plate now, and he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hit out towards second. Reined in. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Padres 2 and the Cubs nothing. Joey Lucchesi gets the start for San Diego in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last 3 starts, ERA just under 3.00, and that's some pretty good pitching. Minimizes the amount of walks, keeps his hits down, and if he can do more of the same of that, he should have some pretty good fortune in this one here today.
Here's Javier Baez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. The pitch. Guys, the swinging Friars as they take the field here tonight. Despite the loss last time out, they enter this one in good shape. Winners in 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, I can't tell you how important it is to throw that first run up on the board. And that's exactly what they did. A little crooked number, a 2 spot to give their pitcher a chance to relax and go out and pound the strike zone. This team has been playing red-hot baseball recently.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
Cubs shortstop with a 3-1 count. David Bodie is on deck. The 3-1 pitch. Grounded back up the middle. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
So now to the plate, David Bodie, as he'll lift it up in the air. This is back behind second. Therefore, it is Dozier, and that's the first out.
Batting third, the third baseman, Bryant.
Into the box now, Chris Bryant. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. From the belt, kicks and deals.
1-0.
Throw over to the bag and the runner back. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Seared down the first baseline. And a sliding attempt at first, but this sneaks by him, a base hit. But the feed to the second baseman is a wide one. And they'll hold the lead runner at third, but the batter does end up making it to second with only 1 away.
The catcher, Wilson Contreras.
Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras, as he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. The 0-1. Contreras tends to exploit left-handed pitching. Many hitters are better against opposite-handed arms, of course, but he's considered one of the best hitters in baseball in these types of matchups. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes. Two and 2 to the Cubs catcher. Second and third here, 1 man out. And he misses with that one down and in. It's a full count now, 3-2.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2. And he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Ready now with the payoff pitch. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit in the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
Stepping in, Anthony Rizzo, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2.
Clearly, this is a tough situation to be on the mound, but the key here is minimizing. They're up by 2, so if he could find a way to get out of this bases loaded jam by only giving up 1 run, that would be clutch.
Swing and a line drive, but just fouls as he just misses extra bases. Good changeup in the dirt, strike 3. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on.
Pretty standard pitch sequence right there. Just how you draw it up in a perfect world. Jump ahead 0-2, and then you toss a changeup in the dirt to get him to chase for a strikeout on 3 pitches. If only it were always that easy.
At the plate now, Kyle Schwarber, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Comes in with an average of 265. 4 home runs, 9 driven in. The 1-0. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. 2 out, bases loaded. Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone.
Hey, this is a huge pitch right here. It would be demoralizing to watch this inning slip away.
Bounce to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself, and a great job of pitching out of the bases loaded situation as the side is retired. Cubs wind up leaving them loaded. They're still down. It's 2-0. So here's Will Myers. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Now the first pitch here from Lester. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
The 1-0. Misses for the second ball.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
Now the 2-0. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. And the Friars are in business right away. It's a leadoff double.
No doubt about it. He was looking fastball all the way there, and that's exactly what he got. Got the barrel out front and just blasted it down the line for an extra base hit. Nobody out, runner in scoring position. Great opportunity here.
Digging in now for San Diego, Joey Lucchesi. from the stretch. Here's the pitch. And they'll try to get the man to third as he puts this one down. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
Now batting, the shortstop, Fernando Tatis Jr.
So it's back to the top of the order now. And up steps the big bat of Fernando Tatis Jr. Here's the first pitch to him. Right through it here, and he's behind 0-1. Grounded to short. Baez fields it cleanly. And the tag gets him. But a run is in to score away from the play.
Good manufactured run right there. Lead off double, move him over with the ground ball, and just put the ball in play and let him come home. Make scoring runs look easier than it actually is.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, the exciting left-handed bat of Andrew Benintendi. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit in the air out to left. Schwarber will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Padres 3 and the Cubs nothing. Last half of the second set to go. Now at the plate, Steven Souza. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Nope, outside. Two balls, 1 strike, the count.
Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning. So the base is empty here with 1 away. And in to bat next is Albert Almora. Now here's the pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. And no one will track it down. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Almora with an even count, 2-2.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
And this is lined softly to the left side, but foul. The 2-2 one more time. Full count now, 3-2.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher, but you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
Fouled away. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Grounded to first. Fielded cleanly by Hosmer. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out. Now at the plate, John Lester.
The pitcher, John Lester.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he got him out in front that time. Strike 1. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Cubs are down in order. They trail in this one 3-0. Into the box now, Manny Machado. He singled his last time up.
The third baseman, number 13, Manny Machado.
Here's the first pitch to him. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. And a fastball runs a bit inside. He's down 2-0.
Pitching isn't always about getting everyone out. Sometimes it's about being smart and knowing when to pick your battles. He's been really careful with this hitter so far, and rightfully so.
2-0 count. The pitch.
Ball 3.
Just a little bit off to start the third now. That's 3 straight balls.
Hey. 3-1.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
The 3-1 pitch. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, but this is back into the seats, a foul ball. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
Brian Dozier at the plate, 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Nobody out, runner on first. And he misses low with it, 2-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Now the 2-0. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. The 2-1 home. And this one's in the dirt. No advance here, but it's 3-1 now. A runner at first with no outs here. And boy, that misses as well. It's back-to-back walks to start out the inning.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
At the plate, Francisco Mejia. He looked to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
And that gets down as he can't get there in time. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
Now batting, the left fielder, Tommy Pham.
In now, Tommy Pham, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. One-0 count. Here it is.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
The 2-0 on the way.
Ball, that pitch is out.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
Swinging away, and now the count will be 3-1. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. 3-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Left fielder is on the move. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and hit for third. And a daring move there pays off as he'll make it into third on the fly ball to left.
We'll see if moving up to third pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go for third, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a hit.
First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Hey, this is a spot as a pitcher right now you want to get a little bit greedy. Ideal would be to roll up a 2-ball. At worst, try to get yourself a strikeout.
A ball and a strike to the Padres first baseman.
Can't come out of his game plan right here. He knows he's a known sinker baller. I know it was a 4-seamer right there, but get back to that 2-seam. It's what his MO is.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Rolled slowly down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Has a look. Now the pitch. On the ground is short. This could be 2. There's 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Friars forced to settle for just the 1. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Padres 4 and the Cubs nothing.
Welcome back as the Cubs look to get their bats going here in the 3rd inning. And you can say they've been trying to do that pretty much all year. One coach told me before the game, there are certainly plenty of areas for us to improve offensively, but first and foremost, we need to start by putting the ball in play more often. There's too much swing and miss in our game. And the stats do back that up, as they currently rank near the bottom of the league in strikeouts. So that appears to be an area of emphasis going forward, guys.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Leading off for the Cubs.
Back to the top of the order now, and into bat next, the versatile weapon Javier Baez. First pitch coming. Here it is. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. One ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. Same pitch that time, the sinker, but it looked like he made a good adjustment with it.
Yeah, Matt, that's a great point. Released it from out front much better that time. I just think he wasn't real happy with the first one he threw, so he wanted to get the feel back for it.
3 balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle center cut. Tough pitch to take.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 13.
At the plate, David Bodie flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. And the pitch. The windup and the 0-1.
2 well-executed pitches at the knees right there, but I know this hitter's looking for something up.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
On the ground to the left side. And into left field for a one-out hit.
Man, I thought this at-bat was over. Down 0-2. He's able to work himself back into a hitter's count, 2-2, and he's able to find the knockout there.
So coming to the plate, Chris Bryant, 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Here comes the first pitch. Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call. Runners on first with one down. Now a throw over, and he'll get back in safely. Has a look, now the pitch. Outside for a ball, 1-1. And this is on the ground to short. Could be two. Dozier on to Hosmer, a double play, and that ends the inning. Cubs are down quietly. They're down 4-0. Start of the fourth upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Matt, I talked with San Diego's manager during the inning break about the Padres' offensive production to this point. And he stressed that a big part of their success has been their ability to take advantage of their opportunities. They've obviously put a good amount of runs on the board, and part of that has been the 4 hits they've collected with runners in scoring position. On top of that, they haven't left many guys on base, so getting them on and getting them in has indeed been the name of the game for them, guys.
Thank you, Heidi.
San Diego. The right field.
Digging in now, Will Myers. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. Here's the pitch. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. And this will bang up against the wall. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Well, Matt, as we take a look at his line here, he might not know all the specifics, but he knows he hasn't been pitching all that well in this one. Sometimes it happens. You start a game and never completely get into that rhythm. Seems to be the case here.
Into the box now, Joey Lucchesi. And he'll try to get that runner to third, but this one gets foul. He did his job and laid down the successful sac bunt in his first appearance. Oh, 0-1, here it comes. And he'll try and get his man to third here as he puts this one down. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
Well, when you're trying to move a guy up to third with a bunt, that's exactly how you want to do it. Make the third baseman field the ball. That way his only play is to first. That was very well executed.
So a definite RBI spot here. Runner at third, one away. And that'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. First pitch on its way. Takes this the other way to right. Catch is made. Here comes the runner from third. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Boy, this one looked like it was headed for extra bases off the bat. Instead, a line drive bullet caught in the alley, but he does end up getting a sacrifice fly.
And that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Now the first pitch here from Lester.
Ball one. Ball one, no strike. Hey.
Swing and a liner, but pulled in at the hot corner, and that ends the inning. So 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Padres lead it 5-0. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one. Mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown the first pitch, strike 2.
Got him reaching there, strike 2. Pulled the string on him, strike 3 swinging. Mejia goes to get it, and he makes the throw to first. Contreras is retired, and there's one away.
Well, you know you've made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
So one away here in the Chicago 4th. And into bat next, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. A ball and no strikes. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Now a pitch swung on and missed. It's 2-1. I tried to jerk that one, and it's 2-2. Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. No runs, 3 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. He makes the throw to first, 2 down. Standing in, Kyle Schwarber. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
Good sinker that time as he gets a piece and chops it foul at home plate. A ball and 2 strikes now. Bounce to the right into the loaded up infield. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Ready once again, Manny Machado. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
Number 13, Manny Machado.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ball 1. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2. Outside, 3-0 now.
Not the way you'd like to start this 5th inning, falling behind 3-0 on the count. It's about time he starts throwing some strikes.
And the pitch. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Here comes the Chicago skipper now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And I believe that's going to be all for John Lester. So he'll depart after working just 4+ innings, as this will not go down as a quality start, that's for sure. Jarrell Cotton takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out.
Number 45, Jarrell Cotton.
Brian Dozier will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher, as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out. From the stretch. And he lays off there, 1-0. 5 runs, 7 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Padres. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Schwarber will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first. So a runner at first with one man gone, and that'll bring in the catcher, Francisco Mejia. From the belt, the pitch. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now, as a right-hander's begun to get loose. Runner at first here, one man out. Oh, double play ball to second. 4, 6, but not 3 apparently, as he'll hold on to it at second base. Now at the plate, Tommy Pham. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat.
No, that's down.
2 out with the man at first. Pham with an even 1-1 count now.
1-1.
One and 2 now, as that one's fouled off. From the belt, kicks and deals. Now that's popped up, and no one will get this one. A runner on first with 2 away. Now just tried to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
Smoke toward the hole. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. And they won't even attempt to run on that arm in right. So despite the runner moving on the pitch, it'll wind up first and second here.
Nothing fires me up more than watching an offensive player stay inside a baseball and drive it the other way.
Into the box, Eric Hosmer, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. In tight, awfully tight. 2-0 now.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
And it's fouled away. Now the 2-1 pitch. Hit out towards second. He's right there. On to first, and the Padre threat goes by the boards as that ends the inning. Padres leave a pair as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago, back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. The next Cub up, Steven Souza. He'll start things out here in the home fifth, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. Now the pitch. First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball one. Looks like double-barreled action now in the San Diego bullpen as they get a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Not a great spot to be in right here, 2-0, but I'm not so sure why he's pitching this guy so cautiously. A bottom of the order guy you don't normally see getting pitched like this.
Here's the pitch. Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
Time to wake up the offense right here. 3-1 count, all in on something over the heart of the plate.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. There to take it is Myers, and that's the first out.
Now batting, the center fielder.
And now here's the versatile outfielder Albert Almora Jr. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First offering on its way. Swing and a ball pulled foul into the lower level and left. Ball one. One out, nobody on. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Won't go after the 2-1 sinker, and it's 3 balls and a strike now.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Hit hard on the ground to second. There is Dozier. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out. Nico Horner will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 2, Nico Horner.
And he gets ahead 0-1.
0-1.
Now here it comes.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
To first. Hosmer has it. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they go quietly here in this half inning. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. The Padres on top, 5-0. Alec Mills takes over to start the 6th inning on the
Now
mound.
pitching for the Chicago Cubs, number 30, Alec Mills.
Next to the plate for the Padres, Will Myers. He'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6. Here's the first pitch to him.
Hey.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
What I like about that strikeout, guys, is that he came back with a fastball on 2-2. He was ahead in the count 0-2 earlier, but instead of continuing to nibble a little bit, he decided to get aggressive again and to challenge with his hard stuff.
Standing in now, Joey Lucchesi. As with one away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike one. Getting to hit for himself here, largely due to the big cushion he's got to work with. The windup and the 0-1. Fly ball out toward right field. Souza's after it. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out. Up next is Fernando Tatis Jr. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
Bryant is up with it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. Top of the order due up in the home half of the sixth. The Padres lead it 5-0. And that brings up Javi Baez. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Low for ball one.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
Ball
2-0 now. Two and one after the foul ball there. Here it comes. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this is a foul ball. The 2-2. Third foul ball in a row, and this is turning into a pretty good at-bat. Hit softly down the line at first, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes.
He's been in total control out there tonight. Gets the leadoff guy with a strikeout there, and it just seems like we've seen so many off-balance swings and weakly hit balls in this one.
To the plate now, David Bodie. As they'll watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball one. He's 1 for 2 in this one. In the air, down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. The 1-1. Hit out towards second. Throw gets him. 2 down. Coming to the plate now, Chris Bryant. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. And they'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
Boy, they've been just getting shut down right here. Been a while since they've even had a runner on. So I think it's time to start looking for ways to make some things happen. Drop a bunt, get up on the plate, something.
A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Here it comes. Hits this one hard the other way, and that's through for a hit.
Boy, there's another opposite base hit right there, Dero. He's turning April showers into May foulers right now.
There's no doubt about it. This guy has gotten off to a hot start, but it's his ability to use the whole field. That's what's made the difference. He's not just pull happy or trying to push everything the other way. He's taking what the pitcher's giving him.
Now to the plate, Wilson Contreras. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A bouncer up the middle. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And no chance at all to make a play here, so despite the effort, the inning will continue.
Number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
A couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Is put in play to the right side of the infield. He's got it on to first, and the Cubs squander what looked like a good opportunity as that ends the inning. Cubs strand a couple. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Seventh inning ready to roll. Stepping in, Andrew Benintendi. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. The 1-0.
Hey! I got 2-1 the count.
Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1. In the on-deck circle is Manny Machado. He'll bat next. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. High in the air down the right field line. After it is Souza. But this will land untouched.
He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off of it.
Slapped hard the opposite way. And a leaping effort, but it's off his glove. And he'll reach first safely.
The third baseman, number 13, Manny Machado.
Here's Manny Machado now, as he'll take a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. It was a walk in his last trip. Now the 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. A pause and the 0-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. Fielded cleanly, and indeed he won't try to force it at second. He'll just flip on to first for the sure out. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Brian Dozier. He flew out in his last at bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
0-1.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. As he arrives at second without a play, as a run will score on the play as well.
Up next to the Padres.
So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Stepping in now, Francisco Mejia. Fastball there to start him out. This is bounced foul for the first strike. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
I got the count 1-2.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. 1 out and a runner on second base. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang-bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
From the stretch. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. Now it's 2-0.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Hey, you get 2-0, your eyes light up, but you're sitting in one spot, and he obviously didn't get it right there. But he still finds himself in a 2-1 count, ready to do some damage.
From the stretch. Just off the inside part of the plate, it's 3-1. Eric Hosmer would be next if they can keep this inning alive. 2 out here and a runner at second. Ball 4.
Ball 4.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take and a walk is the result.
Striding into the box, Eric Hosmer. He was a ground out victim last time up. first pitch of the at-bat. And he takes ball one.
Count 1-0.
Now the 1-0.
Inside, ball 2.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
There's a strike. It's 2-1.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
Looking to minimize the damage here. Squared that one up just a little late. Pulled high in the air out to right field. After it is Souza. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's
Padres pick up a run on the RBI double. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's the Padres 6 and the Cubs nothing. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Cal Quantrill is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Trent Grisham will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Batting 9. Number 2.
Settling in now, Kyle Schwarber. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Inside.
Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. That evens it up 1-1. Now the pitch. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, he's digging for second. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tucked, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
Steven Souza is in for the 3rd time here as he watches one that misses low. It's a ball and no strikes. The 1-0 home.
Outside, that's the ball.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Ready with the 2-0. 3-0 now. A runner at second, nobody out. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Up next for the Cubs, the center fielder.
So in now for Chicago, Albert Almora. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Well, they've yet to hang a number on the scoreboard. but it looks like they've got a great opportunity from the breakthrough. Going to be pretty demoralizing if they can't.
A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder.
Now, when you've got a 6-run lead out there, there's no reason not to go right at guys. You have to keep attacking the zone.
And he fouls this one off.
Whoa.
3-1.
He's just thrashing out there right now. I don't think he knows where anything is going.
Grounded down the third baseline, but this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. And the payoff pitch popped him up. Hosmer moving to his left makes the play, 1 away. Jason Hayward will get the call to pinch hit here, and he'll find he has a couple of runners aboard with only 1 out in the inning. Shin high, that's taken for a ball. And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2. In there, 2-1.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Hit on the ground out to short, and that's through into left, a base hit. Throw comes in quickly here, and that'll prevent the runner at third from testing things here.
Hey, guys, I understand it right there. The third base coach has got to hold them up. They're down by a lot of runs right now. No reason to risk getting a guy thrown out at home in this situation.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Javier Baez. And guys, this is clearly one of the bigger at-bats of the ball game so far.
Yeah, Matt, bases loaded. They're looking to finally get that clutch hit that's kind of been elusive all day. They've had some hits, but they just haven't hit when it mattered.
First delivery to him on the way.
No, inside.
This guy uses that 2-seamer to set up his other pitches. 2-seamer in, breaking ball away.
Bases are loaded with only 1 out. Now a check swing here, but the home plate umpire says he went around and no argument, and it's 1-1. Has a look, now the pitch.
Take a step back right here. After 3 fastballs in a row, there is no chance he throws you a 4th.
Grounder down the line at third, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. He struck him out, the 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
So now to the plate, David Bodie, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready with the 0-1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes.
Interesting pitch selection right there, in off the plate. Not too many pitchers in the game want to go in there and risk hitting the guy and letting him get on first base.
And he might get them all home as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. Gone! It's a grand slam.
They were so close to getting out of this mess. 2 outs, 2 strikes, but then the grand slam gave him something that could handle, and he pays for it dearly.
Emilio Pagan takes over pitching duties, looking to get that final out now here in this 7th inning.
Emilio Pagan.
Chris Bryant will be the first one to greet him as he'll start fresh here with the bases empty following the home run.
Bryant.
Here's the pitch.
No, that's down.
Action now in the Padre bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's getting loose out there. And here's a fastball inside as the count moves to 2-0 now. 4 runs here in this half inning. Breaking ball that drops in for a strike.
That's evidence of a pitcher and catcher being totally in sync out there. That tells me they both know that's a good pitch for him right now.
Hit sharply on the ground. Dozier fields it cleanly. Throw in time, and they stop the bleeding as this side is retired. But the damage is already done as the Cubs plate 4 on this grand slam home run. 7 complete here tonight. It's the Padres 6 and the Cubs 4. Ryan Tepera has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Here's Will Myers. He's roped a couple of doubles in 3 trips to this point.
Number 4, Will Myers.
He's set. Here it comes. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Well, he was planning that before he even got in the box, and he got it down, but it wasn't quite good enough to put him on board.
So striding in, Trent Grisham, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. And the pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Schwarber is there, and he has it for the out. And that'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Two out, nobody on. One and one to San Diego's leadoff batter. And he misses 2-1.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Set and the 2-1 pitch. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
Stepping into the box, Andrew Benintendi. His career numbers in this matchup, a handful of plate appearances, and he's gone 4 for 6. First pitch of the at-bat. And that's in there for strike 1. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Two out with the man at first. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Bounce to first. Rizzo is there, and as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. 1 left for San Diego. They're up 6-4. So here's the cleanup hitter, Wilson Contreras. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
A bouncer to the left side. Scooped up. And that's the first out. So 1 gone here in the Chicago 8th, and that brings in Anthony Rizzo. First pitch on its way. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
They've done a real nice job keeping this guy into wraps in this one. No hits for him so far, and what stands out to me is they're going right after him. They're not pitching him like they're afraid he's going to do any damage.
Now back, left fielder, Kyle.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up.
Number 55, Matt Braun.
Into the box now, Kyle Schwarber, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Strom offers up perhaps one of the nastiest sliders around, and it won't be uncommon to see a lot of off-balance swings against it, and it'll be easy to see why once you see it come out of his hand. He's got a huge break on it. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Man, that's a nice job by the batter right there, keeping the front side in. Not easy on a curveball. Would have been easy to throw the front side and hook that foul, but he was able to stay inside and drive it for a base hit.
Coming to the plate now, Steven Souza. No hits for him yet in the game despite his team's offensive onslaught. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. Both teams with an even 10 hits in the ballgame. Two and one now to Steven Souza.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball and play hard.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And this one's low here, so the count swells to 3-1.
3-1 here. You have to make a good pitch on the mound. Grooving one here rarely works in your favor unless the hitter tries to do too much with it.
Into the corner and slicing foul. First and second now, one man out. A swing and a ball to left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base.
Boy, D-Row, when you're starting to swing it like this team is, doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes, and they're jumping all over him.
He's set, and the pitch. Swung on and hit in the air to left. Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. But not in time as the run scores, and the lead is trimmed to 1.
That's a spot right there as the pitcher where you'll trade an out for a run anytime. Bases loaded, and only one run scores on the sacrifice fly.
Victor Caratini will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 7, Victor Caratini.
And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball, 1-0. And a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. Caratini, a native of Puerto Rico. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. Ready with the 2-0. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Well, 2 on, 2 outs, and he's got himself in a great hitter's count. Just has to be careful not to get too aggressive. A walk would be good here, too.
3 balls, no strikes.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Weakly hit to third. Reined in. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. Only 1 in the inning for the Cubs. 9th inning coming up. It's the Padres 6 and the Cubs 5. Jeremy Jeffress enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th.
Jeremy Jeffress.
All set to start the 9th in this one, and in steps Manny Machado. A hit in 2 tries for him so far.
Machado.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Machado now on 0-1. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1. Digging in and looking for more, Brian Dozier. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. A 1-1.
Count is 2-1.
One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Sliced hard but foul. Look out over there. The 2-2 one more time. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
That was a good job there of using the batter's aggressiveness against him. He was putting up a good fight and fouling a lot of balls off. So as a pitcher, it's a great idea to expand the zone even more and make the hitter really chase after something that's even hard to foul off.
Into the box, Francisco Mejia, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. This year against right-handed pitching, Mejia is a 300 hitter on the dot. Can't complain about that.
These are the stats the oppositions look at. Being great with runners in scoring position. He has certainly been that, and he's able to slow the moment down.
The 1-1. Swung on, and this ball is absolutely crushed. Forget about it. Into the bleachers and gone. Solo shot to right center. Home run number 5 on the year, and they take a 7-5 lead.
The bullpen is going to have to take care of business in the bottom half of this inning. But they're going to be able to throw a lot freer that they've got that extra run to play with. Insurance runs are always huge.
Greg Garcia will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 5, Greg Garcia.
A ball and no strikes. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. The 1-0. Pitch is popped up. Contreras has a play, and the inning is over. The Padres get one in the inning, and it comes on the solo home run. Last chance coming up here for the Cubs. It's the Friars 7 and the Cubs 5. Kirby Yates comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the ninth inning.
Number 39, Kirby Yates.
At the plate, Javier Baez. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day.
Hey, not an easy thing to do to try to come back and tie a game or take the lead off of a guy like this, one of the game's elite closers.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Nope. Count 1-0.
That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1. Here's the pitch. 1-2 now.
I got to count 1-2.
Now here it comes. Popped him up. Mejia is under it. And that's the first out of the inning.
The batter,
So the leadoff
13,
man gone to start the top of the ninth as we take a look at the league saves leaders entering play. And as you can see right there, he's up near the top in the National League, currently third best. Digging in to try it again, David Bodie. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point.
This is a close one so far, but really go back to that last at bat. That grand slam he hit really kept him in this game.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
Hey, this guy's nasty on the mound, and to check swing and not chase that one puts himself right back in the count.
And now a slider in on the hands, and he's lucky that one didn't come and get him.
Everyone relax. Not a fastball right there. Obviously a little arm side run. He missed his spot. No big deal.
And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way. Chris Bryant will be next. Bases are empty, 1 man out. He loses him on ball 4.
Now batting, third baseman,
Digging in next will be Chris Bryant. He was a ground out victim last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this is taken outside for ball 1. The 1-0.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
The 2-0 pitch is offered at and missed for the first strike.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
Oh, and he got a pitch to handle as this ball is hit high in the air and deep. And folks, this ball game is tied. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, and we are tied again.
Outside of a walk-off homer, it doesn't get any better than getting your boys right back into this one. They got a chance to win this with that one swing of the bat.
the catcher, number 40, Wilson Contreras.
At the plate, Wilson Contreras, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.